Have you ever felt the air shift, like the island itself is holding its breath? As if something ancient is passing by just out of sight? Comment below and tell me, where are you listening from tonight? Because this one takes us deep into the island's past, where tradition, tourism, and terror walk side by side. Let's begin. It started with a gig, a simple late-night photo shoot in Kaʻena Point, Oahu's remote western tip. You've probably seen it in Instagram posts: white sand, jagged lava rock, and endless crashing waves. But if you ask any local, any true Kaʻena, they'll tell you not to mess around near Kaʻena after dark. But of course, mainlanders don't listen. Josh, a freelance photographer from LA, was flown in by a luxury resort to capture the untouched magic of the point. Marketing fluff. He was set to meet with Nalani, a native Hawaiian guide hired by the resort, and a drone operator named Dylan from Kihei. When Josh arrived at the parking lot near Keʻawauʻula Bay, Nalani was already there. Leaning against her rusted Tacoma, arms crossed, eyes locked on the last streaks of daylight melting behind the cliffs. "You sure you want to do this tonight?" she asked. Josh laughed. "Golden hour, baby. I shoot now or I shoot nothing." Nalani didn't smile. "Just stay close. People disappear out here." He shrugged it off, pulling his gear from the trunk while Dylan powered up the drone. 10:42 p.m. They were a mile into the trail, cliffs looming on one side, ocean roaring on the other. Nalani kept glancing behind her. Josh was too busy chasing light with his lens to notice. Dylan had headphones on, piloting the drone with precision as it hovered high above the shoreline. That's when the wind stopped. Not slowed, stopped. No waves, no insects, no movement, just silence. Josh raised his camera and saw them. Lights in the distance, not flashlights, torches, dozens, marching in a line. He zoomed in, figures, shadowy, glowing faintly. "Locals doing a reenactment?" he asked. Nalani's voice dropped to a whisper. "No reenactment. We have to go. Now." But Dylan wasn't listening. He pushed the drone toward the torch line, laughing into his mic. "We've got something wild. Check this out." As the drone flew closer, the figures stopped and turned. Back on the screen, the camera feed flickered, then died. "Battery's fine," Dylan muttered, fidgeting with the controls. "Weird." Josh looked back toward the torches. They were gone. Then, a sound, like ancient drums, deep and distant, faint but building. Nalani grabbed Josh by the arm. "You hear that? That's Pahu. Only one group marches to that rhythm." Josh raised an eyebrow. "The night marchers," she said, "were standing on their path. Legend says the Huakai Po, night marchers, are ghostly warriors of old, spirits of Ali'i and their guards. If they catch you, you either kneel in reverence or disappear." Josh laughed nervously. "Come on, you don't really believe in that, do you?" Nalani didn't answer. She pulled a small vial from her neck and dabbed her forehead with a reddish oil. "Ama'u ferns," she said. "Protection. And kuleana. Responsibility." Josh raised his camera again, but Nalani shoved it down. "You take a picture of them, they'll take more than your gear." Suddenly, from the cliffside, torches flared again. Closer this time. Too close. The three ran, but the trail shifted. Somehow, it didn't lead back. The more they moved, the more disoriented they became. The wind returned, howling through the trees. Shadows darted between branches. The pounding of drums now echoed from every direction. They found a small lava tube opening, barely big enough to crawl into. Inside, cold air, damp stone. "Wait it out," Nalani whispered. "They don't go where the sun doesn't shine." Dylan was sweating, pale. My phone's dead. Josh checked his too, battery at 67%. Then it blinked once and turned off. Then the smell came. Rot, earth, smoke, blood. They weren't alone. From deeper in the tube, something stirred. Not the marchers, something older. A low growl. Red eyes in the dark. Nalani's voice cracked. This is Kapu, a forbidden place. Too late. The thing lunged, shadows collapsed, screams echoed. Only Josh made it out, or so he thought. He was found the next morning, wandering near Yokohama Bay, clothes shredded, no memory of the night. The only thing in his pocket? A torched, melted SD card. He tried to fly home, but every time he boarded a plane it would break down. Engine trouble, delays, over and over again. He's still on Oahu. Locals say they see him on the trail sometimes, muttering to himself, never carrying a camera, always barefoot, and always walking west toward the cliffs, toward Kaʻena. Some say he's looking for Dylan and Nalani. Others say he never really left the lava tube. He's still marching, just a little slower. If you made it to the end, you're braver than most. If you ever find yourself near Kaʻena Point at night, remember, some paths belong to the past. Smash that like button, drop a comment with where you're listening from, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on those post notifications. We post a brand new scary Hawaiian story every single night at midnight. Share this story with someone you dare to walk the trail with, or maybe not. Until next time, this is Junglewolf. Sleep tight.